Good morning, everyone. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hello, Dr. Cow. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Icy. Hi, Dark Shadow Soul. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, how are you guys doing today? I'm tired. Listen, I know it's April Fool's, but I don't celebrate April Fool's, so I will take everything you guys say absolutely 100% seriously. Just letting you guys know, because I'm well aware today is April 1st. I'm not really a fan of April Fool's Day, so I think sometimes people take the pranks way too far, and I don't think that's very funny. So, if you want to make a little joke or a prank, fine, but don't do anything that's like, oh, I have cancer, oh, I'm pregnant, oh, I'm getting a divorce, oh, my grandma died. Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that here, okay? Okay, John, guess what? Alternate Dark Cacao jump scare, April Fool, haha. Oh, that's a horrifying image. Thank you, Dark Cacao. I love that. That's a good April Fool's. Oops, it's okay, Icy. I forgive you. I forgive you, Icy. It's okay. But it's been a rough weekend for me. For those of you who've been here who know, about a year ago, a little over a year ago, I lost my grandmother, and a little over a year ago, I lost my grandmother, and this weekend was the 1-year anniversary. And I had a very subdued weekend. I kind of spent it to myself. It was a very hard day. It was a very hard weekend, let's just say that. So, you know, I spent the day, I cried, I remembered her. I still feel like crying. The weekend's rough in general because it would be 1 year on Saturday that I lost her, and then 4 years on Sunday that I lost my grandfather. So when both those my grandparents' anniversaries were that weekend, and it was a little rough. It was very rough. You guys know that I loved my grandmother. She was basically a mom to me, helped to raise me, and it was very rough when she passed away. She was very sick for a while, and she had rapidly started declining kind of in the first few months of the year, and then, of course, she passed. I'm still very sad about it, still emotional about it, like I'm tearing up now as I'm talking about it, which is fine. You know, it's okay to still be sad. Yeah, that's been my weekend. It was rough, but I'm okay. I'm still sad about it, of course. It's only been a year. But holy crap, I can't believe it's only been a year. Like, it just blows my mind. I'm like, it feels like it's no time at all, but then all the time in the world, you know? It's a funny thing, life and death and mourning, and you know, I'm used to this. I mean, I've seen people die in my life, you know. I've been to funerals, more funerals than weddings in my life. So, you know, it's been rough. It's still rough. You know, I try to make it through the most days. There are times where I'll sit quietly and think of the small things. You know, I still do think of the small things. But I'm okay. I'm alright. I'm tearing up a little bit, but it's fine. I'm okay. You know. You miss the people that you love when they're gone, and that's perfectly okay. You know. But yeah, I had a very subdued weekend. I kind of kept to myself. I kept to myself. I kind of took it easy, and that was my weekend. No D&D, you know, no shenaniganery, just me and my cats and staying in my room, kind of just to myself, doing my own thing. You know, it do be that way sometimes. Let's see, what pranks should you do today? No pranks. I'm not much of a prankster. Virtual hug. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate the love. Like I said, it's just hard, you know? Sometimes it's just hard, and the fact that it's been a year and I'm just like, my brain is like, just can't process it. It's, you know. But we're not here for downers. How are your guys this weekend? How are you doing today? What are you guys planning on doing on this April Fool's Day? Plan on being fools in April? I approve. The schedule this week, it's gonna be what it is. We're gonna play more Mori this week. We're gonna play more Pocket Mirror this week. We're gonna play more Zero Escape 999 this week. You know, the usual. We're almost done with the Mori, and we're getting along with Pocket Mirror. So, okay, so I was very, very, very upset. I'm very upset about what happened on Pocket Mirror last Thursday. And I was so frustrated, because I was like, how did we end up getting the bad ending for Harpei twice? Turns out, it really was about all those, like, suggestions at the, like, right near the end of her chapter. I had almost every single, like, I didn't spoil anything for myself. I can't do that to myself. But I was like, okay, how am I gonna get Harpei's ending? Where did I fuck up? So I looked it up, and I was like, It turns out when you, like, at the end segment when she finds you again and you're, like, walking through this dark, stingy basement with the elevator and everything, all that stuff near the end, turns out those choices that you make really matter. And I picked all the right ones, except for one. And that one was the one that determined the ending. And I'm so frustrated. I am so mad. I'm so mad at myself. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I had it up until the very last one. The very last one was the one I messed up on. I was so mad. I was like, oh my word. So, yeah. I was so mad. I was upsetty spaghetti when I found that out. I was like, are you kidding me? I was right there. I missed one choice. And I was wrong. Oh, hi Claria. Happy April Fool's Day. Happy Monday. Dark Cacao, you're gonna have everyone jump scare me in your little RP. That's fine. I dig it. I prefer jump scare pranks over hurtful ones. Coffee. But yeah, I'm so frustrated. So we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna do all that over again. Gotta get through it. You know, gotta get the right choices. It really was the last choice. It was a choice between, oh, I was worried about you, or that was dangerous. I picked the wrong one. I'm not gonna spoil too much in case you guys want to check that VOD back out, because that was frustrating. Truth or dare? Truth. But yeah, that's the schedule for this week. What am I going to play tomorrow? I don't know yet. I haven't chosen. I didn't even think about the schedule this week because I was stuck in my own head. So whatever game we play tomorrow, you guys will find out as soon as I post it. Okay? Either way, I hope you guys stop by. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have no real plans. This week I'm going in without any kind of plans. It is just going to be whatever it is. It's just going to be whatever it is. Is it truth that I like New York? Yes. I think New York is a pretty fascinating city with full of fascinating people. People are a lot nicer than New York. They just don't. I find that people in New York are a lot nicer than than you think they would be. It's just that they don't have time for bullshit. It's one of the things I noticed. They don't have time for bullshit. It's just like, you know, like they'll tell you directions if you ask them, but then they'll just walk off instead of saying anything else. You know, no time for pleasantries. It's like, oh, you need directions to this, and this. Or you go this way, this way, this way, this way. If you see this, you're too far. You know, one of those things. It's one of those kind of it's one of those kinds of attitudes. Like, they're nice, they're kind, but they're not nice. I think that's the best way I could say it. You know, they'll tell you fuck you to your face, but they'll still give you directions to the nearest bodega. You know what I mean? You know, they'd even give you a recommendation on what to order. So like, it's like, yeah, you know, it's like you'll have a dude who won't say a word but help a lady with a baby stroller up or down the stairs. You know, but then just walk off without anything else. You know. It's that kind of environment. You get like in any other city, you get the weirdos and you get the homeless and the psychotics. But that's like in any big city, you know. But I find that experience much more few and far between than not. There we go. That's what I was going for. I almost lost my train of thought. You guys know I'm dumb. I almost lost my train of thought. So what's your opinion on Israel? For me, I really like Israel, especially Saudi Arabia. I have no opinions considering everything that's happening. So, in the world between Israel and Gaza, so I cannot. I mean, Israel was Palestine. The word. I have no words. I cannot say a thing about it. I will not say a thing about it. But I would like to be able to travel. I would like to be able to travel and see other places in the world. I would like to be able to travel and see other places in the world. One day. Once I have the chance. One day when I have the chance, I would love to be able to. Also, today I decided to stream in my bedroom instead of the usual chat spaces because I wanted to be comfy. I don't feel super great today. My back hurts. I slept so poorly last night. I couldn't get comfortable for the life of me. It was one of those moments where it's like the sheets didn't feel right. My pajamas didn't feel right. I couldn't get comfortable. My pillow didn't feel comfortable. It was just one of those nights where it's just like everything did not feel good. And I was just like, that sucks. This sucks. I want to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking at my clock. 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm just exhausted. I want to sleep. And then by the time I finally got to a position where I could sleep, here comes Bubby because he wants his nighttime nom-noms, even though I'm trying to train him not to eat a whole meal at night. And I'm like, you little shitter, I just managed to get comfortable. And then I had to pee. And then I was just like, I was not destined to sleep this night. I think it was about 4 or 5 in the morning that I finally was able to just knock out. I'm exhausted. I woke up at 7. I tried to go back to sleep, and I could not. So I was just like, So here I am nursing my second cup of coffee. It's gonna make me poop later, but you know what? I don't care! I'm just very tired. I might take a nap after this. I want to do some cleaning, but my back is killing me and I am tired, so I may just go take a nap. I haven't gotten into my spring cleaning yet. I've done a little bit of organizing, but not like any deep cleaning. I gotta empty the books from my bookshelves and give that bitch a dusting. I gotta throw some stuff away. Here's a schedule: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's a stream schedule. That's a week schedule. My schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesdays I usually stream with Cal, or I take it as a break, so that way I can work on thumbnails or other stuff for the stream that I can take care of behind the scenes. Things like that. I'm always trying to find ways to improve the stream. Right now I think we're in a good comfy spot, but I definitely want to do more, I guess. Video editing has slowed down because I lost all my confidence. I lost all my confidence in editing, so I'm gonna have to go back to gonna have to go back to the video that I recorded. It was oh, I forgot what did I record? I recorded something. What was it that I recorded? I think it was Castle of Illusions I recorded, and I'll have to get back to that. Was it Castle of Illusions or was it Little Nightmare? I don't remember. It was one of the, oh no, it was Left 4 Dead 2. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Although recording Left 4 Dead 2 was very easy. There was like very little lag. So what I think I might do, might want to try. I might want to try streaming Left 4 Dead 2 at some point, either here or in my Discord. I haven't done a Discord stream in like months. I haven't done a Discord stream in months, and I definitely would like to do that sometimes. Sometime. English is not happening today. Words are not wording today, y'all. But I would like to do that sometime. I would like to get back into it and, you know, stream for you guys just to have a silly little goofy fun time. Seeing if you guys would actually join in on the silly goofy fun time, but you'll see. We'll see. We'll see. One day I'll do another Discord stream. Maybe this weekend. Maybe this weekend if I don't have too much to do. I'll do a Discord stream. I haven't seen Mr. Fufuko for a long time. Have you seen him? I was actually speaking to Mr. Fufuko over the weekend. Had a little casual chat. I believe they are studying for exams. So you know, they gotta take care of what they gotta take care of. They gotta take care of he gotta take care of what he gotta take care of. So you know, that's you know, that's importante. You got exams and tests and stuff like that. You know, hopefully you feel better. I'm okay. I'm feeling fine. My back hurts and I'm tired, but you know, I'm just eepy. Maybe you're an artist and gamer. Hopefully everyone will help Mr. Fufuko. Yeah, Mr. Fufuko deserves all the subs. You know, he works hard in his stuff, in his content creation. So I hopefully he gets to reach his goal. I'm rooting for him. I also hope we get to reach our goal too. I would love to be able to hit 300 before the end of the year. Maybe even 350 if we get lucky. So you know, if you guys want, you can spread the word. Spread the word of the friendly neighborhood cat girl. It would help me out a lot, because I also want to be able to do this as a living. I found a love of being here and entertaining you guys. I found a real passion for this, so I'm going to be looking into doing more things. So I'm probably even going to change up the gaming schedule this week if I feel up to it. I have other games that I would love to be able to play for you guys. Maybe I could try streaming Lethal. I'll see if I can try to stream Lethal Company. I don't think it will stream because my computer, you guys know, is a slightly better potato, but still a potato. So we're gonna see. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'll try. Maybe it'll work. Cause I've always wanted to try streaming Lethal Company. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So we'll figure it out. I want to play more Lethal Company. Everybody's so obsessed with Helldivers 2 now that I haven't been able to play Lethal Company with anybody. Which is fine. It do be that way, you know. The game comes out, it's like the new thing. The new cool thing. And everyone forgets about the old game. I still love Lethal Company. I still think it's a very fun game. It's still in early access though, so hopefully it'll update to the full game soon. I hope. That way we can play it. People will start playing it again. Oh, by the way, I love the Fufu raid. Yeah! Mr. Fufuko's a cool individual. I really wish the best for them. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna talk about something. I haven't gotten something new just yet. Yeah, like I said, everyone I know at least, not everyone I know, but most people I know, most of my other gamer friends have been obsessed with Helldivers 2. Outside of Tekken 8. Oh yeah, Tekken 8 is Tekken 8. I haven't played a Tekken game in a minute. Yeah, I haven't played a Tekken game in like a hot minute. I don't even remember when the last Tekken game I played. I think it was 4? Tekken 4? I think that was the last game I played. I don't remember. Tekken 4, Tekken 5, I think that was the last time I played a Tekken game proper. I haven't played since. I have not played since, and I think that is a travesty, because Tekken is a good game. I've been playing... I got back into playing Soul Calibur 6 lately. I don't know why, but I got back into it. People still play that game, which is great. And I found that out, like, people still play that game, which is so much fun. So I got back into it. And long story short, I'm still just as good. I'm still good at the game, but not great. I'm not 100%. I'm still very much a slightly better casual player. Ah, man, I'm just slightly better than an average casual player, but not by much. I definitely get my ass handed to me more than I win. But I'm the type of person that likes to play those type of games for fun. I genuinely just enjoy playing like games for fun. I'm not one of those people who are like play to win, must win, always has to win. Oh my god, there was a dude I was playing with over the weekend. Soul Calibur 6. I did play some games. I didn't just wallow in my despair all weekend. I also played like video games because it makes brain go burr. So I'm playing Soul Calibur 6, and there's this dude who made me so mad. This is the one thing I don't like about people who play fighting games. It's like wall juggling or floor juggling, like to the point where you can't even move. They basically lock you in that juggle until they kill you. And there was this dude who would just do that, like, bruh. To every person in, like, because, like, the way Soul Calibur has their gaming setup, they have, like, their like, multiplayer setup, it's basically you make a room, like most fighting games, you make a room, you have a queue line up, but every person in the queue just was so pissed at this person, because there was an argument in in the chat space, of just like, bro, what are you doing? You're juggling everybody. You're not letting people play. It's not fun if you're just like the game's not fun if you're just gonna be juggling. You're button mashing, blah 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 blah. It's like, oh, bruh. And I was like, bro. It's like there's being good at the game for like this is like tournament level kind of gameplay. Hi, Ultranian. Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's like. YouTube forgot to remind me. YouTube does that too. Like I subscribed on one of my spare channels just to make sure that like the notifications work. Yes, I'm one of my own subscribers. Sue me. But I do that just to make sure the notifications work, because sometimes they don't. Because I know YouTube is that way. So sometimes I get the notification myself. Sometimes I don't. I think it's so goofy, stupid. Like YouTube does that sometimes. Like today I got it, but like last week I didn't get one single notification. You know, last week I didn't get any notifications. Today I got a notification. You know, you have 800 subs. Let's go. I'd be happy just to get 300 before the end of the year, personally. I would love to. And new videos, let's go, Ultra Neon, making that content. I'm still trying to get one of my gameplay videos out. I am terrible at video editing, and I lost all confidence that I had in video editing. When I made that, when I recorded, I was like, yay, I recorded, now I just gotta edit, and then I look at it, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. So, you know. And I don't know how to edit videos, so it's gonna be literally a learning curve for me. So they're gonna be rough. They're gonna be rough, y'all. So when I finally do put that video out, it's gonna be rough. So I hope you guys are very forgiving about it. Be nice, because they're gonna be very rough. They're gonna be very rough. I'm so sorry. I'm saying sorry now because once they come out, they're just gonna be oof. I haven't done video editing since like high school, and that was on like the Mac video editing computers back in the day. Mind you, I was in high school between 2006 and 2010, so we're going back away. We're going back a ways in terms of technology, just a little bit. So you can imagine. It wasn't like I was working on those brick computers, like those big boofing, like 10-pound monitors. No. We had flat monitors. It was just different. It was just built different back when I was in high school. That was the only time I did any kind of video editing, like for a class. That had like a video editing class. For some reason, instead of I think it was one of those electives where I was like, you gotta take a regular art class again, you know, traditional media art, or you can get into film and digital media for one semester. I was like, you know, I've never done film and photography and video editing media as a medium before, so let's go. And I hated it. I had a really snooty teacher. Snooty is the best possible word I can give this person without it being completely insulting. So she was very snooty, very uppity, very heavily criticizing. I'm like, oh, you guys should be doing this, this, and this. I'm expecting this level from you. I'm like, you're expecting Scorsese from a bunch of, like, noobs. Like, chill. What app or website do you use to edit? I use, I believe, Clipchamp? Let me double check. Microsoft Clipchamp. Because that's all I have. And that's all I can't afford a proper editing software because I am very much broke. So I'm still looking for proper employment. I use CapCut. When I can afford to, I definitely want to be able to get a better editing software. Clipchamp works fine. It works fine. It does the job. It's a learning curve, so of course I'm gonna have to futz around with it until I, you know, at least have the basic knowledge of what I'm doing. So before I put out any like long form videos, I think I might just do short, goofy, little shitty ones, like the hands one or the silly clips, because it's gonna be a learning curve. The hands video, I'm still very sorry about. I haven't used that asset since because God, it literally gave me nightmares. I had a whole nightmare about it, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I should use it. If it's giving me nightmares, and I'm the type of person that can watch body horror pretty easily, I'd be like, oh, but I'm not, like, gonna be, like, sick or anything, then that I'm just like, maybe I probably shouldn't ever use those hands again, because, oh, my word. That was disgusting. They were disgusting. I love them. I love that hand asset. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not insulting it in a negative way. I'm like, oh, these are terrible. I love it. So those hand assets probably won't be used unless I like really want to do like heavy emphasis on points and stuff. But you know, CapCut. I'll have to look into that one too. So yeah, eventually I'll be able to get better at it. People have put stream on loop. You want to put my stream on loop? You want to put my stream on loop? That's very nice of you. That's very. I've had people tell me I have a soothing voice. I don't hear it. I feel like my voice is a little grating, personally. Oh, you know what I miss doing that I probably will end up doing once I finish either a Mori or Pocket Mirror? I miss our storytime streams. I haven't done a storytime stream in so long. Well, I'm gonna double check. When was the last time I did a storytime stream? Open YouTube. I'm just gonna check the last time I did a storytime stream. I don't remember. It's been a while. Storytime, yes! It's when I first started, up until fairly recently when I started playing more games. I did storytime streams where I'll take a day to sit and read a book for a couple of hours. You know, I would do it weekly. Usually that would be my Tuesdays. It would be Storytime Tuesdays. And sorry, I'm looking at my chat. I'm looking to see when was the last time I did a Storytime. I would do Storytime and just sit and read a book. Any book in my library of my choosing. It's okay. So the last time I read a book was 2 months ago. It's been 2 months since the last time I wrote a story, because I have, if you guys see the playlists I have, some of them are labeled as story time. Those would be the books I would read. I would interact with the chat and then sit and do a nice, healthy little story time reading. I picked a book out So that way, when we finish out our Mori or Pocket Mirror, I can get back to doing a story time. I actually do miss it, because it was like a little bit of a quiet time during the week, where it's like, oh, you can just use it to, as background noises, as a background noise, or as like an ASMR, or as like a, like study aids, like just because you want to hear, or if it was a story, or if it was a kind of story you just want to listen to, hear me reading it. So yeah, I have books. I have a ton of books. I love my books, so I have a ton of books, and both digitally and physically. So yeah, I guess eventually we'll come back to that. I miss the story times. I weirdly do. It's like a nice little quiet time of just sitting and reading a book. So yeah, definitely gonna get back to that once we finish one of the games. Very exciting. Very exciting. Well, not exciting. It's very relaxing, but very exciting for me because I missed it so much. I can't believe it's been 2 months since I last did a story time. And I think the last story time, the 2 months ago was just like the end of a story that I was already reading. Oh man, what was the last book I read? It was the Black Pearls of Fairy Strand, which was like an anthology of reimagined fairy tales, which was nice. And then before that was The Stranger, which I read actually in high school for a sociology class. I still have the book. I still have the book. I had bought it. I had bought a copy because I actually really liked it. The copy I had for class was the school copy, of course. I gave that back. But I ended up buying a copy for myself afterwards because I really enjoyed the story. It's interesting to see like people's behaviors and thought processes. I think before that was another book I read. And before that was another book I read from high school for a sociology class called Flight, which was also very fascinating. Let's see. And then, The Girl Named Disaster was well before that. I think if I had to really talk about my favorite books that I've read, I think it would definitely be Luna was definitely one that I really enjoyed. Luna was one I really enjoyed. Reading Labyrinth, the novelization, was great. If you haven't seen the movie, if you know the movie Labyrinth with Jennifer Connelly and David Bowie, the Jim Henson movie, the novelization, which pulled from the original script, not just the movie script, was very dark. Very, very dark indeed. A lot darker than the movie. It was great. I loved it. Luna was a great story. I never got back to Lily's Ghosts. I'm looking at my playlist now. I never got back to Lily's Ghost because that, for some reason, every time I read that story, something would go wrong. Something would go wrong. And I'm like, bruh. Why? Like, something would always go wrong. I think that story is cursed for me, so I may never come back to that story. Like, I read it myself perfectly fine, no problem, but every time I tried to stream it, something went wrong. And I've tried to stream it on many occasions. And I just end up deleting the VOD because I was like, something went wrong. So yeah, no. The Night Circus was fantastic. The Night Circus, I remember, was very great. It was such a great story. Oh, I have to revisit that story on my own time again sometime soon. Because that was a good one. Hi, gamer lover. Hello, hello. How are you doing today, friend? I'm sorry, I'm gushing about books, y'all. I'm being such a nerd. Such a nerd. What was the first story I ever read? Oh! The first story I ever read for storytime was Frankenstein. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Still a banger. Still a banger. I think that was the first story I read. Yes. It was so good. But I definitely want to get back into it. I remember reading House of the Scorpion. Eventually I'm going to go and read the sequel. Oh my god, what's the name of the sequel? Oh my god. The House of Scorpion has a sequel, but I forgot the name of it. Let me see if I can look it up. I have my book reading app on my phone, because of course I do. Nope, that's fanfiction.net. Oops, they're right next to each other and they're both blue. I could easily make that mistake. My allergies are going on this morning, so I took medicine. I woke up before I went to school. I feel you on that. I have been basically dying myself. I'm just like, ugh. I feel like absolute ass. What's titles? Audio. Oh, I also got some audiobooks for free. They're terrible. They sound robotic. But you know what? They were free! So I'm not gonna complain. Where is it? What is it? Oh, here we go. House of Scorpion. Lord of Opium. There we go. God dang, I forgot. It's been a minute, because I love House of Scorpion. I think this is a fantastic story. Lord of Opium. I liked it. I did. It was really good. No, it was really, really good. But I'm just like, oh, I've only read it once, so I don't remember. I do not remember. I do not remember how it went. House Moving Castle I remember reading. And I may have to continue that series with Castle in the Air. Did I read House Moving Castle? I know I read House Moving Castle. Yes, I did. I read House Moving Castle, so we're gonna have to go with Castle in the Air, which is the next book. There are a lot of books that have sequels that I really need to get back to. In the Time of the Butterflies is gonna be a book I really want to read for you guys. It's a great story. I would put it right up there with Luna in terms of a great, gripping drama. I have a lot of other books. I really want to get into Children of Blood and Bone on this channel as well. It is so good. It is such a beautiful story. It is definitely 100% Black Girl Magic. Powerful, strong, amazing, like absolute like queen status of a book. Very good. Let's see. I want to get to classics like Little Women. Very much so. I need more classics in my my repertoire. I have The Secret Garden, which is also another classic. Alice in Wonderland we've already read, I believe. I have Treasure Island as well. Let's see. I have a lot of books. I may have a problem with books and reading. Like, I'm not even scratching the surface of what I have on my just on my like e-reader / tablet / book purchasing app alone. I have like murder mysteries, which I like to read whenever I go to the beach. I don't know what it is about beach reading and murder mysteries, but they just hit different. They just really, really hit different. It's just something about it. Like, I'll sit, I can't really be in the sun. But when I do go to the beach, I am sitting under a umbrella, covered head to toe in protective sun gear. Sitting there, like, in my bathing suit, but also with, like, a sarong, a towel over my legs, like like a cover-up for my shoulders. So, yeah. I very much protect myself from the sun because sun hurts. But I'll be reading like one of those cheap murder mysteries, like those $1 murder mystery novels. Ever since I got my e-reader, I end up doing the same thing. Like, I use the Barnes & Noble app, which is, you know, if you know what Barnes & Noble is, it's, if you don't know what it is, it's a very popular bookstore chain. I know we have it here in the States. It's a very popular bookstore chain. and they have their app where you can buy books and buy like digital and physical copies of their books. I love that store. During my preteen and adolescent years, I lived basically in Barnes and Noble, just reading all day, every day, any chance I get, buying books. Yes, I had a problem. But yeah, that would be me. That'd be one of those people be like, murder mysteries on the beach or something. I don't know. Like, I would read a murder mystery any other time and I'd be like, yeah, this is cool. But something about it on the beach, it's just like, oh, scandalo. Es scandalo. You know, that or like one of those $1 like cheap romance novels people buy like the airport and stuff just to pass the time. You know what I mean? Like, just something like that. They're so cheesy. And they're cheap, they're easy, they're cheesy. I enjoy them. Like, it's something about it. Like, either at an airport or at a beach. You know what I mean? Or, like, traveling. It's just like, oh. It's something good about it. Because, like, if I try to sit and read it casually, I can't. It's so cheesy. Excuse me. Tired. It's something about it so cheesy that I'm just like, oh. I can't, like, I couldn't sit and just read it, but, like, if I'm on the beach or if I'm traveling, hell yeah, I'm, like, thoroughly enjoying it. I'm sorry, I'm going on a whole tangent, y'all. But, that's basically, yeah, it's so silly. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is just something like, maybe this is like old. Maybe I'm really just feeling old. Like, I'm feeling like one of those old ladies that'd be like, oh yeah, I'll read one of these penny cheapy romancy novels. They're terrible but entertaining at the same time. Like, would I ever read one of them on stream? Absolutely not. Sometimes they're a little too cheesy or a little too spicy for YouTube, so I will rather not. I will not do such a thing. Although, I wouldn't mind doing like a Discord story time. I wouldn't mind doing a Discord story time of some more interesting reads. That would be fun. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. There are a lot of books that I have that are really, really good, but have some spice to them that may not be appropriate. That may not be appropriate for YouTube, even with an age restriction. So, you know. Well, we shall see. I have been heavily obsessing, once again, into the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. It has gained a lot of... A Court of Thorns and Roses has gotten some popularity on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that lately. I see a lot of people doing like that kind of fairy realm kind of cosplays, very much labeling it as a court. The acronym for it is ACOTAR. So ACOTAR, like themed like parties and stuff like that, balls, cosplay, costumes, story reading, things like that. And I'm like, I get it, but it feels like a lot. And I'm just like, but no. A Court of Thorns and Roses, the whole A Court of Thorns and Roses series is really good. Every book is a banger. The first one sets up everything. The second one knocks it out of the fucking park with a massive twist right off the bat, and it's just so good. It's so good. Okay, let me give it. Kaser. Kaser! How are you doing? How are you doing, Kaser? How are you doing, Kaser? How is everything? How are you doing today? Happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. But, yes, A Court of Thorns and Roses. So it basically, I'm good, what about you? I'm tired and my back hurts. So, you know, like old people status, I'm tired and my back hurts. But I'm doing good, I'm fine, I feel good. I had a bit of a sad weekend, but, I'm fine. I'm okay. I promise you, I'm okay. over the weekend. It was the 1-year anniversary my grandmother passed. So I was a little sad over the weekend. But otherwise, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm perfectly good. Oh, the hearts. I love the hearts. Thank you. Much love. Much love. Are you doing a Q&A? I am just talking. I was talking about a book series I'm into right now called The Court of Thorns and Roses. It's very good. A little bit spicy, a lot of action, a lot of really cool. It's really cool. It's really good. There's like the first. It's like 4 or 5 books. Trying to remember. But the first book is really good. It gets better after each. It's like each sequel gets better. It's one of those books where each sequel just gets better and better. Yeah, there's 5 books. Excuse me. But I can do a Q&A. You're always welcome to ask questions freely, and I will answer them. I'm a pretty open book. If there's something I will not answer, I'll simply say that I will not answer it. You know, simply because it may be private, or maybe too personal, or simply something I do not, or simply a topic that I do not wish to discuss because it could cause issues. So we're not going to do all that. However, I'm always open. I'm always open to Q&As. I'm always open to people asking me questions. So if you have a question, you're free to ask me anything. That goes for everybody. If you guys ever want to ask me anything, then, you know. Do not hesitate. I am an open book. But yeah, so the first book of Court of Thorns and Roses is basically you follow the main character. Her name is Farah. Farah, the poor dear. How many cats do I have? I have 2. I have 2 fluffy babies named Beans and Booby. I love them very dearly. They are my babies. They are clean, friendly little children, and I love them. And they are sweet. They are sweet, lovely babies. They really are. They are pains in my ass. Absolutely 100%. But, I wouldn't have it any other way. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Oh god, what was I saying? So yes, we follow the main character named Farah. And she's the poor dear. She is living in a hovel of a hut. I love Yossi, it's so cute. How did you do it? I made a base sketch. I had another artist. I commissioned an artist and rigger for live 2D models to help me bring it to life. I gave them a rough estimate of what a rough draft of what I wanted. They helped me refine it. We worked back and forth for about I'll say about a month because they were very busy with other clients. We worked back and forth with each other on and off for about a month to make the design look good, and with a few tweaks and changes, they drew it up, made a final draft, made a rig, and here I am. So thank you. It was time consuming and expensive, but it was worth it. Yes. So you follow this girl forever. She lives in a hovel of a hut. With her family. Her family used to be a very rich merchant family until one really unfortunate incident with some cargo ships being lost at sea caused her family to become very poor. Her father to be beaten to basically almost being completely crippled, and now she is the sole provider of her family because she has 2 older sisters, neither of which want to get their hands dirty because they feel they're too above all that because they're used to having a very high class status. So poor Farah, being the youngest, has been the one to provide for her family for years. You know, hunting for food, bartering, you know, things like that. Some things that someone who was as young as her at the time, like I would say maybe like 11 or 12, up until maybe 19 years of age, has had to do all on her own, you know. And when I say hunting, I mean like hunting for food, preparing the animal, this, that, and the third. How do my Easter go? I don't celebrate Easter, but it was a quiet weekend of mourning after the anniversary of the loss of my grandmother. So it was a very quiet Easter. I guess. I don't celebrate Easter, but it was very quiet, very subdued. Like I said, I'm okay now. I got my feelings out over the weekend, so I'm feeling okay. Do I like chocolate? I love chocolate. It's the best thing ever. Discovery of chocolate is the best thing ever. I love chocolate. I like dark chocolate especially. I love me my bitter dark chocolate. That's the only like very few. I don't like bitter food, but the very few bitter foods I like is coffee and chocolate, both of which I thoroughly enjoy together. Right now I'm drinking a nice cup of coffee. Although I put sugar in my coffee, and that's the only thing I put in my coffee, because I don't like it to be too bitter, you know? Not to the point where it's like an astringent. So a sweet coffee for me makes the flavors so much better. I can taste the fruitiness of the coffee beans. But much better that way. Boba? Boba is delicious. Dark chocolate is the best. White chocolate's I don't know. Some people like white chocolate. I find it to be too sweet. Too sweet. And unfortunately I live in America where we get really shitty. We have really shitty chocolate. Like I've had chocolate from other parts of the world and it's delicious. I try to get as expensive as it gets. I try to get really good quality chocolate anytime I go get chocolate because I really hate the shitty American chocolate that we have. I really do. It just doesn't taste good. White chocolate is way overrated. It really is. It's not even like official, like really chocolate. It's just cocoa. It's just like the cocoa butter from the chocolate mixed with like milk and sugar to make like a sweet milky chocolate substitute. Boba is delicious. I only drink boba in the summertime because it's my favorite summertime drink. So pretty soon I will be going back out to the world to get me some delicious boba. My favorite is honey green tea boba. I like honey green tea boba. Taro is also very good, but my favorite is the refreshing honey green tea boba. But yeah, so Farah, so poor Farah, one day she's out hunting in the middle of winter. Hunting in the middle of winter, you know there's no, like, animals really out there. They're all hibernating and trying to keep warm and stuff. So she ends up finding after hours and hours of hunting with no luck, she ends up finding a doe. Sorry, I have to work for my French exam. You got this! You got this, I believe in you! I'm so lazy to do it. You got this, Kaiser. I believe in you. You got this. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. You can do it. I can never. French is like a language that I find. French is one of those languages I would probably break my brain. Honestly, I think I would break my brain if I try to learn French, because it just seems like a very complex language to learn. Like I learned Japanese, and that was a lot more. For some reason, that gave me less trouble than French did when I took classes in high school. I took Spanish classes, French classes, and in college I did Japanese classes. And French was the hardest one for me. I could never. I applaud you, Kaiser. You got this. I believe in you. French fries? Delicioso. Take care, Kaiser. You got this. Kick that exam's butt. Go do all the studying. You got this. I believe in you. French fries. French fries are delicious, bro. Guys, what are your favorite types of French fries? I love all sorts of French fries, but if I had to choose which kind of French fries I would like. I know French because I am. Fair. Okay, sir, you have a great day. You kick butt in that exam. I believe in you. I forgot most of my French. I can never. I can say bonjour. I can say au revoir. I can say merci. I can say oui. I can say non. That's it. And that's baguette, oui, oui. That's the extent of my knowledge. That's the extent of my knowledge. I know some basic bitch words. That's it. I can only guess they're saying have fun on my stream. Thanks. I can only guess because I saw the word stream. Take care, Kaiser. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Kick butt on your exams. I believe in you. You're big brain smart, and I'll see you later. Take care. Undo. Yeah, I can only maybe I can count up to 3. 1, 2, 3, I believe. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I hope I said that right. I hope I said that right, because I saw cuatro. My brain wired to English and Spanish is like cuatro. What? Like, I can speak Spanish. I can speak some Spanish. I can read. I can take care, Kaiser. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, I cannot. I'm terrible at it. Learning languages. I was never great at learning languages. You mean Duolingo? I could never do Duolingo. I tried doing Duolingo. Like, my little ADHD brain was just like, nah, not stimulating enough. Not stimulating enough. I was gonna say something but I completely forgot. Did you extend your I mean, I did Duolingo like every day. And it was just like, I did it every day for about a month, and then my brain was like, okay, no, you need something else. This is not doing it for you. It's like being in school all over again. Let's see. But yeah, okay, so, I went on a full other tangent. But yes, okay, so Farah, continuing talking about the Court of Thorns and Roses for a moment. So Farah finds the dough. She's like, oh yes, delicious. We're gonna have deer meat tonight. Let's go. After starving for like, I guess a week or so. A couple of weeks. Almost a month. Yes, Kaiser, go. Do your thing. Go do your thing. You got this. I'll see you later. Kick butt. Take names. You got this. Bye-bye. Take care. Go. You got this. See you later. But yeah, so Farah, she's like she finds a really delicious, tasty dough that just wandered out to get food as it was starving. So yes, she's like, great opportunity. Then comes a big wolf, and bigger than she's ever seen before. And she was very worried because she's never seen a wolf so massively huge. Now, in this world, her village is very close to what they call the Feywilds, the world of Prithian. I'm saying that right, Prithian, which is the world of the fairies and the High Fae, and they're separated by a big magic wall because there's a terrible history between humans and fairies where fairies were killing off humans and using them as slaves and blah 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 blah. Big war. Now they're in a treaty of peace and blah blah blah. However, sometimes humans don't trust fairies. So sometimes fairies come over the wall just to fuck around and find out. So, she's very worried that this might be a fairy. And if that it is, she's gonna have to kill it, because she hates them with a bleeding passion of 1,000 suns. You know? So, she takes an ash arrow, which apparently fairies are weak to ashwood. She takes an ash arrow and she shoots it right at the wolf. And she unalives, she kills it! She got it! She didn't know if it was a fairy or a wolf. But she was like, you know what? One less in the world. I don't give a shit. Bye. Die. So, she ends up doing it. She ends up getting that and the wolf. She ends up skinning the wolf alive. She's like, oh, what a waste of meat. But she can't carry back a full-grown deer that's now already dead from the wolf. And now a full-size wolf that's almost twice her size. Hi, booby. Hello. Can you come to say hi to the chat? Or did you come to be a menace? Hi, buddy. Hi, can you not have your butt in my face, please, and thank you? Hi, sweet baby boy. Oh no, I have to work in 10 minutes? Oh no! Go do your work. Yes, go do your work. I'll sit here petting my cat because he decided to grace me with his presence. Hi, fat boy. Oh, hi, sweet baby. Go ahead. Do I have to unplug my keyboard, or are you gonna sit in your new little pillow spot? I made a spot just for him on my table. So I have an L-shaped table so that I can have room to do stuff. And I put a pillow on one side of my table so my cat can actually sit here and not be on my keyboard. Hello, Sam. Hello. Welcome. How are you doing today, friend? How are you doing today? My name is Kind and Considerate. I'm just your friendly neighborhood cat girl. And welcome. Happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm petting my cat right now because he's demanding my attention. But, how are you doing? When I grow up, I'll go to Washington, D.C. Hell yeah! I recommend it. Go to Washington, D.C. Check the sights. Travel all over the world. That's what I want to do one day. One day when I have the time and the money, I want to travel all over the world. I want to see more of the world than I already have. It's gonna be great. Hi, buddy. What do you want? What's up? Hi, Floofy Boo. My little Floofy Boo. My little fat boy. Oh, you're gonna sit on my keyboard? Okay, wait. Let me unplug it at least. Okay. Huh. Crisis averted. I unplugged my keyboard. Hi, baby. You know, having a pet is great until they love you just a little too much and they just can't be away from you. And then they lay on all your possessions. Hi, buddy. Hi, Booby. My Booby boy, my sweet baby. So yeah, I have 2 cats, for those of you who are new here, named Beans and Booby. And they both like to sit on my computer with me on my laptop, on my keyboard. Well, on my laptop too, but on my keyboard and hang out and be menaces. Right now, Booby, who is my big chunky boy, he's a big cat. He's a very big cat. Well, not very big. He's not like Maine Coon size, but he's a big chunky boy. And he's like, I'm gonna lay right here in front of you, mother, on your keyboard. But all up his foot digging into my boob because, of course, he has to be right here next to me, in front of me. Oh, sir, please. Your back. You never let me trim your back paws, so please stop kicking your foot. He's like trying to stretch, but he's too big. Oh, help. Hi, Icy. Welcome back. Welcome back, Icy. Booby decided he wanted to sit on top of me and on top of my keyboard at the same time. So his foot is digging into, like, my boob. It's not pleasant. He doesn't like me cutting his back paws. Hi, buddy. Did you want to cuddle? Is this what this is? Booby likes to tell me when he wants to cuddle. Right, so let me get back to it. Let me get back to what I was talking about. So, of course, Farrah takes back the wolf's pelt and the felled dough back to her home, cleans it up, everyone gets to eat, you know, and then she wants to go sell the furs. So, she does that the next day, blah, blah, blah. Turns out the wolf that she killed was, in fact, oh, okay, bye. Bye, boo-boo. Turns out the fae that she did, the wolf she killed was a fae. And, so, another fairy, apparently, who was the friend of the one fae she killed, of the fae wolf she killed, comes and threatens her and her family's life. And he's like, you stole the life of one of my people, now I'm here to steal the life of one of yours. And of course, her family, being useless as they are, all cower in fear. She's the only one trying to, like, defend them with, like, a cheap little knife, like a little kitchen knife. And she's like, listen, if you spare my family, I'll go with you. I'll trade my life for theirs because I was the one that killed it. It's like, he was like, you killed it. Mind you, Farrah, the main character, she's small. She's a small individual. You know, probably from lack of proper nutrient growing up, she's very small. So he's like, I don't believe that you killed it. But then he looks at everyone else who is cowering in fear. Look how they present themselves. And then she's like, okay, yeah, you probably killed it. So I'm taking your life. You're gonna come live with me in the Feywilds. She's like, I'll go under the condition that you don't. Not only do you not kill my family, but you provide for them. He'll be like, yeah, okay, they'll be well provided. They won't. Because, like, she says, I'm the only one that provides for them. I cannot leave them, but I will if you won't kill them. He's like, don't worry, I'll make sure they're well provided for as long as you trade your life for the life you took. And he's like, yeah, sure, cool, okay. So with that, she gets taken to Prithian, the Feywilds, and he's like, he goes back and he's like, okay, so you're here. As long as you don't cause trouble, as long as you don't kill anybody or cause trouble, you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't give a shit. Blah blah blah. And she's like, nah, I don't believe that, fam. So she spends a good portion of the book just trying to learn how to, not only just kind of like trying not to be like suspicious of everything, but also learning what it means to have her own life. Because for the longest time, she kind of lived as a provider for others, you know. So she's kind of learning how to live for herself, you know, finding her own passions and things like that. So, you know, she's living a good life, and she hates it herself for it because, well, what about her family? How can I trust this fairy to provide for my family? I need to get back to them ASAP. So she's constantly scheming on, I need to get back to my family. I need to make sure that they're okay. I need to get them away from the Feywilds, as far away from the wall that separates the Feywilds from, you know, the human world, and get them far away and stuff like that. When I grow up, I want to be a dinosaur. Be a dinosaur! I see. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can be anything you want to be. Be that dinosaur. Go rawr. Screech like a pterodactyl. Do it. I believe in you. Anyway, so after she finds 100% full proof that her family is being very well provided for, she's like, okay, so now what do I do with my life? And of course, she and the fairy that took her, Tomlin, they start catching feelings with each other because they're interacting a lot. They start to learn to understand each other a lot more, blah, blah, blah. And then it comes out that, of course, Tomlin and his, like, court, because there's, like, several, like, I guess, kingdoms inside the fairy. Oh, hey, where did I go? Where did I go? Hello? Hello? Honey? Where'd I go? Hello? Why did I despawn? Oh no! Hello? Why is nothing working? Oh no. Am I crashing? Did I crash? Oh no, the VTube Studio crashed. The VTube Studio crashed, y'all. Give me a second. Oh, it did! Ah, okay. I'm done. A disembodied voice. Ooh, spooky, scary. POV, we take our pills. POV, you guys take your pills and the cat girl on your screen no longer exists. I'm just a disembodied voice. Woo! Spooky, scary skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. Oh, sorry. Hold on, I'm fixing it up now. I don't know why it crashed. Oh god! Okay. There I am. Hey! Wait, let me show you guys. I hit it just in case some information popped up that you guys didn't need to see. Hello? Hello? Oh wait, why is there a disconnect? There we go. Hey, there we go. Let me just, there we go. Readjust to my feet. There we go. Comfortable. There we go. Alright, go ahead and play some epic games. See you later, Icy. You have fun, friend. You have fun. You have fun. Take good care. Take good care! Don't have a lot of fun. Anyway. What was I saying? Right. So they start up falling in love, and of course she finds out that Tomlin, he's High Lord of the Spring Court, and being a High Lord is basically the strongest kind of fairy you can be. And then she finds out, oh yeah, him and his entire court, there's like several in Prythian, he's just one of the lords, has been, cursed very badly, to the point where it's killing everybody, and killing the land, and he's like, well, you know, I kind of need your help with this curse, but I can't tell you what this curse is. But, yeah, it do be that way. So it goes to the point where it's like, oh, yes, you know, they have feelings for each other, and, you know, they just need to declare it to each other, like, but then it's like, oh, well, now Prythian's getting too dangerous, and now Tomlin's like, I care too much about Farah to let her live here like this, so I'm gonna send you back to your family just to protect you, and da-da-da-da, and he tells her he loves her, but then she can't say it back, because she's just like, well, if I say it, then it's just gonna break my heart because I'm leaving, and blah 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 blah. And then she finds out that you know there's certain conditions to this. She ends up finding out, you know, she ends up finding out that there's certain conditions to the curse, and she goes back. She runs back to the fairy wild to try to save Tomlin because she loves him, and freaking. She finds out, oh, this bitch named Amarantha, who's a fairy that, you know, cast the curse, has done this, this, and this. And Now she has to go save him, and I'm not gonna spoil the rest of what happens, but oh my god, does that whole... That's just like a third of the book, firstly. The rest of the book, like, that's like maybe like half the book. The other half is just her trying to break the curse. And god, does it get good after that. Like, I know I'm terrible at explaining things, but my god, this is a really good... I'm terrible at explaining things, but I'm really good at picking out stories and movies and stuff to watch. I'm bad at explaining things, but I have been proven time and again that I pick very good media to watch depending on the mood. Like, I think it was like, because I did see my friends over the week, so I think it was no, not Friday, it was Thursday. We were all hanging out and we wanted to watch a movie. And I was like, we should watch The Mitchells vs. the Machines. It's on Netflix. It's a really good movie. And they were like, I don't know. It looks, skeptics. And I'm like, let's watch it, because there was really nothing else that caught our interest. So we did watch it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, you're right. That's a good movie. I was like, why do you guys doubt me? Like, I'm not some sort of cinephile. I'm a cinephile. I'm a bibliophile. I'm an audiophile. I love all sorts of movies, books, music. If I say, hey, this is good, promise you it's gonna be good. And even if it's not your cup of tea, I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. So, I'm a little prideful of that, because I'm like, yes, I love being proved right. I love being proven right. Back, I was just a Karen. I had to deal with customer service. Ugh, I've been there. I know that kind of pain in the ass. Ugh, I hate Karens. Like, I want to get a good job, but I may have to go back into retail. The idea of going into retail again just, it just makes my stomach flare up into ulcers. I can feel my IBS flaring up from the stress of it all. Oh, so yeah, but I may have to get back into it, because big burgers can't be choosers, and I literally cannot afford to be picky. So yeah, wish me luck on trying to still get a job. It's terrible, like, excuse me, coffee burps. Ugh. But currently in my city, the job market is god awful, because no one's really hiring, and if they are, they're very specific. So it's like, I could put in an application, I could put in a resume, but will they hire me? Probably not. Like, I applied to, I don't know if you guys know Hot Topic. Hot Topic's like an alt brand that's very popular here in the States, and I know in like the UK it can be popular. But I applied to work for one of their stores. Usually I order online because they don't have plus size options. They don't have many plus size options in their stores. But I wanted to work for one of the stores because I like their brand. So I applied like 2 months ago. Just last week, I got an email saying that, oh, we have your resume. We have your application. We're going to see if we can look at it. So, and that was like, what, 2 weeks ago? I haven't heard back since. So I'm like, I'm probably not going to get the job. But, it doesn't hurt to be optimistic, But the idea of going back into retail just makes my stomach hurt. Because it's retail. Like, no one likes retail. Because people are assholes, and no one wants to deal with an asshole. Like Karens. Like, no one likes to deal with a Karen. Like, sometimes it's necessary to be a Karen. What is with my mouth today? Work, damn you! Anyway, no one likes to deal with Karens. Karens are like the worst possible individuals to deal with. Like, I cannot. I've had to deal with my fair share of Karens. So I feel your pain, Ochanihan. I don't know. I'm probably being very presumptuous, and I'm sorry for that. But I don't know. Hearing Karens just triggered my PTSD of working retail. Oh, I don't miss working retail. The worst years of my life. But I was just but a broke college student who needed money. So I worked in retail at a grocery store. And I vowed after I graduated and got my first job as a pastry chef. Never again will I go back to it. And yeah, here I am. There's nothing wrong with retail, honestly. I think working retail is a very respectable job. It is just very annoying to deal with Karens. Had a Karen paying pennies once and she handed over 200 pennies. Oh, fuck me. Extensive procrastinating. Welcome, welcome. Jesus Christ, I had that happen to me on multiple occasions when I worked retail. Oh, the stress. We ended up having... I remember the store I worked in ended up making a policy of, like, you cannot bring more than, like, $5 worth of change to a register. We had to change our store policy. It was like, oh, no. Because it was bad. I remember this one person paid $80 in groceries. In quarters, pennies, dimes, and dollars, like $1 bills. And I was just so mad, because I'm like, I'm not, and they were loose, you know, typically you put them in rolls, so that makes it easier to count, you know. No, these were loose. So I was very livid when I had to count all that. Oh, no. And I had to do it like twice over to ensure that it was exactly the right amount of change. And then this person asked, can you take this change and make it into bills? I was like, no. I was like, no, ma'am. I will not be doing that. I absolutely will not be doing that. Oh, I was so mad. Never again. After that incident happened more than a few times, my store ended up making a policy like, hey, unless these are in rolls or like properly packaged, you cannot take loose change like this. I was like, yeah. It's always the worst when they say, can you take this change? No. Like, I have no problem exchanging change for bills. That was never a problem. It's like, oh, but you can only ask when the register is open. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask, oh, can you exchange these quarters into dollar bills, or can you give me these dollar bills for quarters? And I'm like, oh, sure, here, no problem. But then there'll be people who will just come up to the register and is like, hey, can you exchange this for this? It's like, I cannot open the register unless you buy something. I'm sorry, you know. And they would get pissed. Oh, and then the customers themselves. I have met many delightful people working retail. I will be honest. I've met many lovely individuals who to this day still have space in my memory for being lovely individuals. And then there are those asshole individuals, those Karens and Roberts, or what? Maybe not Roberts, but like what's a male Karen? Like Kevin, a Robert, a Bill, I don't know, one of them. Well, male Karens are the worst, because they threaten so badly. Like, that's a horror. Like, I'm very much feminine. I'm very much female presenting. Stevens. I don't know, man. I know a couple of Stevens that would take offense to that. But, you know, you're not wrong either. Those Karens. Fucking Stevens, I'm sorry, that's funny, but they're just like the worst, and it's terrifying because I am a short individual. I am very much a female presenting individual, or a femininely presenting individual, and I'm just like, oh god, please, no, I am not about to fight some dude who has an anger problem over a product that we may or may not carry, or or a penny, you know? I've had someone argue over me over a penny. Like, bro, I cannot. But there was this one particular male Karen that I stuck it to one day. And I was just like, yes, I felt so good. And he never spoke to me again afterwards. Okay, so I used to work this opening shift at a supermarket. David versus Goliath, pretty much, but I know how to fight. So, and I'd just rather not. I'm a pacifist. I don't like being violent. I don't like violence. However, if it is to defend myself or someone I care about, I will be throwing hands, you know? Like, I personally do not like fighting unless I have to protect myself or others. But I know how to fight. And this dude, there was this one big dog, I remember he was huge. When I say he was huge, he was both tall and fat. Like, I know I'm fat, he was so much bigger than me. Oh, he was so much bigger than me. Like, I'm a fluffy bitch. I'll say that right now. I'm fluffy. I am a squishy marshmallow. I'm a huggable, chunky marshmallow of a person. I will say that right now to this day. This dude was like twice my size and height. And I was like, bruh. I look up at this man, and he was getting so mad over a penny. And I'm like, bro, we're not doing this today. I do not want to have to, no one wants to go to jail today. No one wants to get their ass kicked today. Can we not? Can we not? I do not want to be stomped under your massive foot, sir. Please, can we not? It is just a penny. It is just a penny difference. My till ran out of pennies. So it was like, oh, here's the full change. I rounded up, so I was like, here's your full change. And he got pissed over a penny. I was like, no. We're not doing this today. I'm not about to get my ass kicked by a fucking ogre, okay? No, we're not doing this today. This ain't D&D. If this was D&D, he'd be an ogre and I'd be a halfling. Let's be, well, I do play a halfling, but I'd be a halfling. Every penny helped, right? No, because he wanted his penny back. It was stupid, because it was like, the change rounded up to like something 59 cents, right? Something and 59 cents. He wanted the 9 cents. I'm like, dude, it's a penny difference. So I was like, oh, it's a penny difference. I didn't have any more pennies, so I just gave him the 60 cents, and he got pissed about it. I was like, no, it's here you go. I rounded up. You're full change. Why are you getting mad over a penny difference? It's like, bruh, come on. Oh, and then I had this old man. Okay, so I remember when I was still in college, I worked a morning shift at this market. To preference this supermarket, like I transferred. It's a supermarket chain. I transferred from one to another to make it easier for me to travel to my college. So before I did that transfer, I worked in a supermarket that was like located in like a big shopping district, like an outlet, and it was early in the morning. I remember this store so specifically because I loved working in this specific store because I loved everyone that I worked with. They were amazing people. And this area was terrifying because it got foggy a lot in the morning in that particular area. So it always looked like Silent Hill. Always, every morning. And I worked morning shifts. I was opening, so I was at that store like 4 or 5 in the morning. I was like 5, 6, no, not 4 or 5. 5, 6 in the morning just opening up the store. Helping to open up the store. I was the opening cashier at that time. Hi, Wasabi. Hello. Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. So, and it didn't help that not only was it like heavily deserted in the early mornings, and it looked like Silent Hill every morning, it was near a methadone clinic. It was near a methadone clinic, so we would have recovering meth heads coming into the store as soon as the door opened, looking like fucking zombies. At 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning for a coffee, a pastry, whatever else they want. We weren't allowed to sell them cold medicine. Some of them were well known that we couldn't sell them cold medicine. So it was like, yeah, perfect placement. Yeah. You'd go to a meth dome? Wasabi, bro. Please. I can't. Okay. Yes. So a methadone clinic. But, so there's this one particular old man, like, he's just an old dude, like, just an old, sour-ass, old curmudgeon of a man, and he would always, he hated me on sight. Like, at the time, I had colorful, I would dye my hair, and my tattoos would be visible. You know, I didn't really have to cover. It was a supermarket. I didn't really have to cover up, and my tattoos and my hair was not offensive. So, you know, whatever. Like, he hated me so. Like, he thought I was some kind of punk. Like, whatever. Okay, fine. Every day, and I was always the opening cashier the days he decides to come. He would come in, and every day would be the same fucking thing. 1 medium coffee, 1 crusty Danish that would leave crumbs all over my freshly cleaned register, and a newspaper. Same newspaper all the time, every time. So I'm like, okay, I'm always pleasant, because, you know, it's the first thing in the morning. You want to start off with a smile. I'm always pleasant in the morning. So I'm like, good morning, sir. How are you doing today? And he just grunt and look at me. And normally he would never say anything. Normally he would just give me a dirty look, grumble off, saying something about punk kids, whatever. Whatever. It never bothered me, I didn't care. It was annoying, but I didn't really let it get to me. Until one particular morning where this curled curmudgeon fuck decided he was going to be extra crusty to this day and have a whole attitude. So 3 people come into the store. This old fuck. And 2 of the recovering meth heads, 2 of which I see regularly, and they're very lovely, if not twitchy. Lovely individuals, though. They're very kind. Very nice. So, this crusty old fuck comes. Gets his usual Danish, but this time he doesn't even... He usually would wrap his Danish in like a plasticky bag or one of the paper bags we have there. No, this time he was just like... slapped it on top of the register. Like, open bag, crumbs everywhere. Listen, I'm nice to everybody because every person has their own battles and journeys that they go through. You know, right? Sometimes a person just needs a kind word, a kind attitude, a kind person just to kind of help them get through a day. So sometimes I see these people coming in, I'm extra nice to them because, you know, they have their own battles to fight. You know, so I'm always nice to them. The methods were cool with me. The recovering methods were really cool with me. A lot of them knew me very well. They were like, "Oh, hey, hi, how are you doing?" You know, we chat up every morning because it's usually very empty in the morning. In the early morning, so we would chat it up and stuff like that, you know. So they were cool people. They were lovely. Unironically, the most lovely individuals I've ever had the pleasure of serving, because they were lovely. Some of them were a little twitchy. Some of them tweaked a little bit, you know, but they were very, very much very nice to me. Otherwise, but this old fuck comes up to my register. I'm the only register open that morning. He's extra grouchy. Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? Okay, whatever. So I scan his stuff, gently place everything on the other side of the register. You know, I'd be like, okay, this is let's say $5.50, I guess. Okay, whatever. So I'd be like, oh, this $5.50. He gives me the change. I give him back. It's like, have a nice day, sir. He's like, are you gonna thank me? It's like, I beg pardon? He's like, you should be thanking me. I was like, what? I was confused. I had a smile on my face, because of course I did. I have to remain professional, so I was like, I'm sorry, sir? I was like, you should be thanking me for my service. You should be grateful that you get to serve me every day. I was like, oh, in my head I was like, oh hell no, we're not doing this today. Absolutely fucking not. So I'm like, so I'm smiling. My smile is strained at this point because I'm ready just to start cursing this dude out because my interpretation is not giving justice. He gave me such dirty, stinky attitude that you could practically smell it. It was just dripping in sewage. How he gave me this attitude, it was so disgusting. A couple of methods are coming up behind me. He's like, you should be thanking me. So you should be saying, thank you, sir, for your service. Have a nice day. And I'm like, thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Gritted teeth and everything. I hope you have a lovely day. I'm pissed at this point. You can hear it in my voice. I'm pissed at this point. And the methods are like looking at each other and they're looking at me and like, oh no. Even they were like, oh no. And then he starts complaining, like, you're giving me so much attitude, brats and punky brats like you, blah 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 blah. And then at this point, the methods are about to start saying something. And that's the point my manager, who was a lovely woman. She was a lovely woman. I loved her. She was the most understanding, sweet, and considerate boss I've ever had in my entire life. You know, she was so absolutely lovely. You know, I used to call her auntie outside of work all the time because she was basically like an auntie to me. She treated me so well. I loved her. She treated everybody well. Everyone loved her. You know, she was a fantastic boss. And she comes up, she's like, oh, is there a problem? You know, coming and the dude is, and immediately the methods are coming to my defense, like, oh, this dude's harassing her, blah blah blah. He's saying all these really messed up things, and then he's like, you know, he's like, oh, don't listen to those tweakers. This girl is giving me so much disrespect. Blah 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 blah. And my boss, who knows me, who knows the kind of person I am, is sitting here staring at this man, just with an impassive look on her face, like, She looks at me, it's like, what did you say? Oh, I simply said, have a nice day. I said, I hope you have a nice day. And then he asked me to thank him, and I did. And he said, oh, she's being so rude, so just basically bitching, like, I want her fired, she shouldn't even be here, she's punks like her, she needs to be, like, incarcerated, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bruh, I'm a college student. Leave me alone. And then he looks at her and he's like, she looks at me and then makes this big show, like, I didn't have class that day. She's like, shouldn't you be going back to school, young lady? You shouldn't even be here today. Don't you have morning classes? I was like, played along. I'm like, no, I mean, yeah, but it's okay. I really want to be here because, you know, I love working here. But you know, just playing the good employee card. And he's just getting pissed off and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I like punks like you go to school. You should be in jail. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck? Bruh! Yeah, looking at you offends me. I was like, okay. At this point, the meth heads were starting to curse him out. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, and I said it loud. Fuck you. Screw your bagel. I'm done. I left. I went to the back room. I slammed that door. And all you hear is the old guy cursing, screaming, and then my boss is like, no, you need to get out of here. You're harassing my workers. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. She rang up the meth heads and they went, they were like super, they left after the old man left, and I don't know what happened. You know, I was mad. I was like, fuck you, fuck your bagel. And it wasn't even a bagel, it's like a Danish, like a really crusty Danish. I didn't care, I was mad. And I left. My boss was like, hey, are you good? I was like, yeah. He's like, you know you can't do that again. I was like, I know. I got it out of my system. And she's like, good. Don't do that again, but you good? I was like, yeah. You need a minute? No, I'm okay. So, a couple of days go by. I haven't seen the old dude. Haven't seen the meth heads either. Until midday, the meth heads come in. They're smiling, they're happy to see me, they ask how I'm doing. It's like, I'm good, you know, it didn't let it bother me, you know. And they were like, oh, so that old man ain't gonna bother you anymore. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we had some words with him. Now immediately in my head I was like, oh, wait, no, please tell me they didn't do anything to this old man. I'm not worth that, you know? Like, I'm not responsible, I don't want to be connected to this. So like, oh, it's like, yeah, we told him he was being a real dick, and if he didn't stop his shit, you know, there's gonna be bigger problems than me and the you know, they said me and the boys back at the back at the hut. They call the methadone clinic the hut back there. So they like we have a problem with the hut. I was like, oh. Apparently, I didn't even realize a lot of the people who go to the methadone clinic also come to the store, and a lot of them were customers I served, and I didn't even realize it. So I'm like, oh. Well, yeah, so if you ever get a problem, just let us know. You know, we're right down the street. I was like, okay, cool, thanks. It's just like, don't hurt him though. It's not worth all that. He's like, no, we're not gonna hurt him. But you could tell there was gonna be like, but like he didn't have to say it. But I saw in his attitude. He's like, you know, he definitely had the attitude. But if he starts his shit again, you know, it's like, oh no. I smiled. I thanked them. I told them have a great day. You know, I rang them up. They were lovely as always. The next day, the old man comes in. And he looked at me, and he looked at me, he looked angry, but he said nothing to me the entire time. He went and got his shit, I rang him up, I told him have a nice day, he gave me a dirty look, said nothing, and then, he just stopped coming to the store altogether. So, I don't know what those meth heads did. They scared him. But, thank you, meth heads. I hope you guys recovered, and, I hope you're doing well out there. If you recognize my voice, if you recognize my voice, if you guys are still out there, like what, 10 years later, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are succeeding in life. You're the meth guardian. I got the meth guardian. It's like, bro, I was like, I transferred out maybe 2 months after that incident. It was so sad, but just because I wanted to be closer to my college. But man, that was a great experience. That was one of those experiences that, to this day, still makes me mad and makes me grateful to people. Like, talk about, like, he just went off every time he saw me. Apparently, my boss tells me after the fact, like, well after all this happened, is that every time he came into the store and saw me, Every time he left, he would pass by the customer service desk to complain about me. Like I did something wrong. Like he would say, oh, she's being offensive, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know, this person did this, they said this and this. And I'm like, I'm just making up lies trying to get me fired. And I'm like, bruh, I need this job. I'm a poor college student. How do you think I'm paying for my classes? Stop your shit. You know? So, yeah. I mean, those Karens. Like, I think I was fortunate enough not to have to deal with so many Karens. You know, because I guess because I try to keep a very pleasant and agreeable attitude. But oh, the Karens I did have to deal with, man, they were memorable. I remember there was one woman, I didn't serve her, there was another cashier behind me who did. And this woman had a full temper tantrum because one of her coupons didn't work. When I say full temper tantrum, I mean beating the ground with her fists, kicking and screaming like a 3-year-old having a temper tantrum kind of tantrum. Like, oh my word, that was I remember that commotion because she was right behind me. She kicked me in the back of my shins. I mean, on the back of my calves, not my shins. Same area, but on the opposite side, my calves. And I remember I got kicked in the calves because of her, and I'm like, oh, bitch. I was like, oh, that shit. I had bruises. I was so upset. And this woman's just screaming and crying. I'm like, bro. It ain't all for that. For what, 89 cents off an 89 cent off coupon? Get the hell out of here. Not worth it. Some people are so used to entitlement. And I think it's so funny because some people are so used to entitlement that when they don't get what they want, they act like children. And I'm just like, bro. Like, it's worse now, but back then it was pretty bad too. You know? And I say back then, I mean like pre-2020. Because after 2020, let's be honest, the Karens just get worse. They just got so much worse. If I hadn't seen people like that myself, I'd struggle to believe it was real. Yeah, it's like you. The entitlement some people have, man, is so ridiculous. Just because someone works in the service industry does not mean they are servants. It does not mean they have to serve you without question. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid. Like, if I say, hey, I will not do that, don't have a pissy fit and try to get me fired simply because I refuse to do some outrageous request of you, or something that I'm not physically capable of doing. Like, I'm a short individual. I'm like 5'3" on a good day, you know? I'm not a very tall person. I remember having this one Karen who was taller than me. She was taller than me. Asked me to reach something on a high shelf. And I'm just like, ma'am, I cannot reach that. I can get somebody to reach it for you. Alright, because the step ladder, the regulation, because, you know, some regulations with step ladders and stuff can be a little iffy in some places where you work at. So for me, I was like, I'm not getting on a step ladder. One, because I have a problem with heights. You know, unregulated heights, like step ladders, things like that. Like on an airplane, I'm fine because I'm like, oh yeah, big flying machine, cool. You know, but like stepping on a stepladder where I can easily fall, and I'm a very clumsy person. So I'm a very clumsy person. Me on a ladder is not fun. I'm very terrified of falling off ladders. So I'm like, ma'am, I cannot reach that. I am very short. It's like, oh, why don't you get a ladder? No. You should be getting a ladder. You should be serving me. How dare you not get this item for me? I'm like, ma'am, I can get somebody who's taller to get it for you. Or someone who is qualified to walk on a step ladder for you. She's going off. She's just going off. I'm gonna talk to your manager. Oh, this is so unprofessional. You should be doing your job. Blah 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 blah. And she starts trying to grab at me. Like, bro, do not lay your hands on me. I am full within my right to smack you down if you try to lay your hands on me. You know? And this person's trying to grab at me. I'm like, no. I had another coworker step up and be like, yo, what's going on? This is a big dude. One of the big dudes, one of the stock people who was doing stock in that same area. And he's like, oh, I want her fired. I want to speak to your manager. Blah, blah, blah. So she spoke to the manager. Manager's like, well, what do you want her to do? She can't reach something like that for you, and she doesn't have the regulations to use the stepladder in the store. It's like, oh, that's ridiculous. You know, full having a screaming match with my manager about trying to get me fired just because I wouldn't reach a box of like I don't remember, it was like a box of something for her. And I'm like, ma'am, you are taller than me. What makes you think I could reach that? And she was, mind you, she was taller than me, so she was perfectly capable for reaching that. Like, I'm pretty sure she had more reach than I did. You know, she was like, I would just have to say, like, I'm 5'3", so she had to be like 5'7", like 5'8". Like, she was definitely tall enough to reach something that I couldn't. I'm like, bruh, like, I am short. Why would you ask someone shorter than you to grab something from a shelf that you're perfectly capable of grabbing yourself? You know, I've seen other people her height be able to grab things from that shelf, so. You know, like, I don't, if you had a medical problem, I didn't know, and I don't care, you don't treat me like that, you know? Not getting paid enough to deal with this shit, exactly. Like, I'm getting paid to do a job. Don't make it more difficult by making outrageous requests. Alright, like, don't ask somebody who's 5'3" to reach something on a shelf that's well above their height, okay? That's just cruel. That's just cruel. You know, that's humiliating. Alright, I feel embarrassed enough when I'm going shopping for myself and I can't reach something on a shelf. And I have to, like, jump to grab it. I had that happen to me when I was hanging out with my friends. We went to go get, like, snacks. And I wanted to grab, like, string cheese. But it was high up. Inside the casing. I embarrassed myself a little bit because I went in and I tiptoed. But because it's, like, a fridge, there's, like the fridge ventilated spot right in front of it. So I'm tippy-toeing and I'm leaning in. I ended up somehow. I'm holding on to the case door open. It was like one of those pull open ones instead of the slidey ones. So I go in and I end up accidentally pirouetting, trying to grab the string cheese. I got the string cheese and I couldn't lift it out. So I'm just like twirling around near this case like some kind of asshole, just trying to get the cheese, get the string cheese to make mozzarella sticks. And I'm like, the guys, my friends who are both tall dudes and are taller than me, you know, they're my D&D friends. They're my gaming buddies. And I'm like, my tabletop gaming buddies. We don't really play online very often, but we play D&D and other tabletop games together a lot. And they're looking at me and they're laughing their asses. I'm looking at them like, motherfuckers, help me! You're taller than me, help me! And they're like, nah, this is good. We're good. We're like assholes. Fucking assholes. Invest in stilts. I like both my feet firmly planted. Oh, damn, my speech impediment is impedimenting today. I like my feet firmly planted on the ground, thank you. You need to bring one of those step things toddlers used to reach this thing. Maybe. Get like a collapsible one for traveling. I'm like, oh, I'm going to the store, I'm gonna need this. Just fold it up, put it in my bag, my shopping bag, and let's go. It's the curse of being short, and there are people who are shorter than me, and I'm like, bro, I feel your pain. This sucks. But yeah, the curse of being short, man. The curse of being short. Like, I'm trying. And I swear, like, all my friends love watching me struggle. Cause I'm usually the short one out of my friend groups. I'm always the shortest one in my friend group. And I'm like, bruh, why are you guys watching me struggle? Oh, because it's funny. You're like, fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, it is funny, but damn. Rude. Ah, so rude. But I like being short. I like being short. I don't know. I feel good at this height. They're not wrong. Rude. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Ah, I mean, it is funny. Like, I can't be that mad because it is funny. But yeah. But it doesn't help that I double down on the shortness. I actually like my shortness. I kind of wish I was shorter. Is that weird to say? I kind of wish I was shorter. Like an even 5 foot, not even just 5'3", just like an even 5 foot. But it is what it is. I'm okay with my height. I'm perfectly happy. I don't wish to be taller. Kind of wish to be shorter, but you know, I can't do anything. Like, unless I have like those like leg shortening surgeries, which probably wouldn't be great because I already have fairly short legs. I have fairly short legs as it is as a short person. I think I'm good with my 5 feet. I'm happy. I'm happy here. I mean, I'm 5'3". Girl, 5 feet is crazy small though. I'm 5'3". Like, let me. You want to be a real life halfling? Yeah, I want to live up to being my halfling bard status. Except I can't sing for the life of me. my usual chat, my usual chatters will tell me, oh, you sing pretty well. I was like, no, I don't. You're all being way too nice to me. Black Dust, hello, sup nerds, and cause it's funny, yeah. Shut up. I know you're taller than me. Shut up. You gonna be a real life halfling? I do. I will live my best hobbit dreams. Are you kidding me? I absolutely would be a halfling. It's true, Kate has the voice of a siren. Also, I'm 5'10", so yep, I'm 5'3". I'm small. I'm short. I'm part of the short girls club. It's all cool. But hi, Aiko. Welcome. Listen, but we all stand tall. We all stand tall, kings and queens and lords and ladies and lairds here. Okay, we all stand the tall monarchs, as well as the small, the tall and the small. We stand them here. We all stand them here. I'm 4'9". Wasabi, you're full of shit. I know you. I know you for real. You're like 6'2", bro. You're tall. You're all tall, big boy. I'm 5'10". I take this dub. I mean 5'11". My bad. You're 5'11". I take this dub. You take that dub. Listen. We stand tall kings as well as tall queens and tall thems. I don't know what the high empresses, you know, we stand tall, everybody here, okay? As well as the small. The tall and the small are all welcome. You medium-sized bitches, y'all get a pass for now. I'm joking. I'm sorry. Fun thing about being the tallest girl in my class makes everyone afraid of me, plus resting bitch face. Let's go! No, listen, I wish I had that when I was in school. I got bullied a lot in school. Because I was small, I was quiet, I liked to read, and I was an anime nerd. Being an anime nerd now is perfectly acceptable. Being an anime nerd in the early 2000s, in the early to mid 2000s was, not so much. I'm role-playing as a smallie. I take offense to that, Wasabi. I am a small as a short person myself, I take offense to that. I wish I was 4'9". Bro, I would be I would play into the Hobbit bit so much. As if I was 4'9", I'd be like, yes, I'm 4'9", let's go. Dress up like I came right out of the Shire. Let's go. I am a very big Lord of the Rings fan, y'all. I like Lord of the Rings. Me too, but they don't really attack me physically, only verbally and mentally. Yeah, well, it do be that way. I hate those bullies. Like, I can handle getting my ass kicked. It's the words and stuff that used to get to me a lot, because I was a very insecure kid back in the day. I was a very insecure kid back in the day. I was always a chunky kid. I'm still chunky. I'm still a chunky bitch, but I was athletically chunky back then. But I still was very insecure about it. And anytime someone called me fat, I was like, yeah, whatever. But I was like, in the back of my head, I was like, okay, that sucks. That's true, cause fuck you, me. I'm sorry for your parents, huh? Like, right? It was a pain in the ass. I'm like, bruh, like kids are so unnecessarily mean, y'all. Like, there's no reason for it, but you know, just be that way, man. But you know, don't let it get to you. As long as you are comfortable with who you are as a person, anything anybody else says shouldn't even matter. You know, it doesn't matter. You know who you are. You know how you can be comfortable with yourself in any way you want to be. Alright? The only person you should ever change for is yourself. Not for anybody else, but just for you. If you're unhappy with something about yourself, you either make it work or you change it. You know? Like, you be happy with who you go. It's hard to love yourself even now, well after all those years of bullying, well into my adult life. You know, I'm for those of you who don't know, I'm like in my I'm 31 years old now. Even now, to this point of my life, I still struggle with my self-image, my self-esteem. But I'm doing better, you know? It really is like a shift in dynamic of thought process of like, oh, I hate this about myself. Instead of saying that, it's be like, how can I make myself appreciate? Like, you gotta learn to say, I appreciate this about myself. It's like, you don't have to like every part of yourself. Like, people who say, oh, how can you love? You gotta learn to love yourself before anything else. Like, no, because that's very difficult. You know, I find that to be a big lie. Like, it's very, very difficult to love yourself. You know, because, you know, there's going to be things about yourself you don't like, you know, it could be something physical, it could be something mental or emotional, you know, it could be a personality trait that you really don't like about yourself. It do be like that sometimes, you know. People bully each other and try to make themselves feel better. It's just how to cope with their own insecurities. Exactly, that's exactly it. Lego Star Wars was amazing for all ages. Yes, it was. Amen, brother. Be my mom. I can't be your mom, but I can be your cat girl auntie, okay? I will happily be your cat girl auntie. Okay? Auntie K says it's okay not to love everything about yourself, but it is good practice to learn to appreciate the things about yourself that you do like, you know? And learn to like the things you don't like about yourself that you may not be able to change, you know? Sometimes you can't change things about yourself, and that's okay. You know? Just go learn to appreciate it, you know? Like me being short. I can't change being short. You know, I can wear heels all as much as I want to, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be 5'3", you know? But I like that about myself. I like that I am fun-sized. I like, it makes me feel more like a teddy bear when people give me hugs, you know? And I like that. I like being somebody's teddy bear if I give them a hug. Same with the chonkiness. Unless you put metal rods in your legs. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody here got time for that. Or the money. I ain't got the time or money for that. Yeah, I'm good. But I like being short. I'm happy with myself this way, you know? I had to learn to like myself. Like, same with being fat. Like, I'm fat. I will say that. I am fat. I am a chunky bitch. I'm not saying, like, fat, like, oh, I got a little bit chub on my thighs and a little bit of tummy. No. I am close to being a circle. I am chunky. Like, I am fat. You know? And I'm okay with that. You know? For a long time, I got a lot of shit about my weight. But you know what? I'm soft, I'm squishy, I give really good hugs, and people use me as a cuddly pillow when they need a little bit of help, when they need a little bit of comfort, and I am so happy that I'm able to provide that for people, you know? And because I'm chunky, it makes it even more squishy and soft and cuddly and caring. Some dude became a Floofle! Let's go! Hey, my thingy finally worked! My thingy finally worked! Let's go! Oh my god, dude, you guys don't know. I've been working on those alerts for so long, and they haven't worked. Everything updated, let's go! Yay, my settings finally worked! You guys don't understand. I've been saying, I was gonna say, I've never seen that pop up before. Listen, behind the scenes, I've been messing with my settings to try to make things work. I'm so happy it finally did. I'm so happy. Oh my god, I'm going to cry. I'm so happy it worked. Oh my god. Yes, I've been wondering, because I've been messing with it for months, and I'm like, why is it not popping up? I got a new subscriber. Why didn't it pop up? Why didn't it pop up? It finally did. Ah, I'm so happy. Thank you. But yeah, it's just a practice of learning to like appreciate things about yourself. Like I said, you don't have to love yourself. It's very difficult to do so, you know. But you can learn to like and appreciate. You can learn to like and appreciate things about yourself. And that like and appreciation can slowly turn to love over time, you know. And even if it doesn't turn to love, at least as long as you can appreciate the things about yourself well, the good and the bad, you know, you can learn to change that too. So if you're unhappy with a certain aspect of your life, you know, you can always change it. But you also can learn to appreciate it as well, you know. Fuck them people when people cuddle with me, they compliment me and tell me they're comforting. That's all that matters. That's exactly it, okay? Because the people who care about you and matter in your life are going to be the ones who never bring you down, you know? They're not gonna be like, oh, this, and this. Like, even offhand or backhanded compliments and stuff like that. Like, no. Like, the people who care about you are the people who matter. And the people who just want to talk shit are just the people who are more insecure about themselves than anything. Now, you're in shape. Circle is a shape. Yes, you're correct. Circle is in fact a shape. But yes, I'm chunky. I like that I'm chunky. I'm short. I like that I'm short. I'm okay with that, you know? Things like that. You know? It's just, like, don't let other people's opinions of you get to you, you know? As long as you are comfortable with yourself, that's all that should matter. People are gonna talk shit no matter what, you know? It do be like that. People are just gonna talk shit no matter what. And at the end of the day, what they think about you doesn't matter. As long as you can accept yourself, then everything is Gucci, you know? Everything is Gucci, everything is Prada, everything is Louis Vuitton. Everything will be perfect, everything will be fine, okay? Only you can change the things about yourself that you don't like. Alright, never do it for anybody else. Never do it to just fit in. Because let's be honest, fitting in with the crowd, being like everyone else is so boring. Be yourself, be happy. Okay, that's all that should matter. Being yourself and being happy with yourself. You know? It's always a fun time to experiment with looks, experiment with different things in your life. And like, just to find, it's a great way to learn more about yourself. I remember I went through a whole period of like, style changes and look changes and lifestyle changes. And just finding what makes me happy. What makes me comfortable. You know, even now I still do that. I'm still always looking and changing. Because I'm the type of person where my interests change. My interests change like the weather. I can be interested in one thing for a while and then next thing I'll be like something else. So I'm always looking to change and be somebody else. Not be somebody else, but be a different version of myself. Because I'm very much one of those people that likes to do everything and be versatile. Be happy, be a bee. Be a bee. Bees are simple creatures. They get their pollen, they make their hives, you know, they make the honey and honeycombs and deliciousness. I love honey, so for me it's deliciousness. Where's someone else's skin? Yeah, nah. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do some, was it Ed Gein? Was it Ed Gein that did it? That did the skin suit thing? Yeah, we're not gonna do all that. We're not gonna do that here. We don't do that here. But, you know, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody or hurt yourself, just do your own thing. You know? Just do your own thing. Ed Gein? Okay, good. Yeah, we don't do that Ed Gein shit here. Although I will say, as demented and fucked as it was, it's also equally artistically impressive. But, you know. My interests always change, but anime stays. Currently in my very, very heavy blue lock phase. Let's go. I need to catch up on anime. I have been seriously lacking in my anime because I just haven't been in the mood to watch anime, you know? It's like, you know when you want to watch something but you gotta be in a specific mood? Gotta give my man props, the man could cook, bruh. Like, listen, I don't approve of serial killers. I don't. You know, I don't condone the harm of another person or being for any other reason. For any reason. However, I will say, there'd be some serial killers out there that'd be hella creative. And it's terrifying as it is impressive. So, you know. Just gotta say that right now. Like, I don't condone it. I do not support it. I think it's absolutely horrible to take the life of another person just because. But, boy, is that impressive. I find comfort in watching Blue Lock, so most of the time my mood is gloomy. Oh, I get that. I mean, I understand. But there's a lot of really good anime out there. There's a lot of really good anime. Charles Manson's published album. Charles Manson's published album. We're not even gonna go. We're not gonna get into it because if I go into serial killers, I'm gonna be here all day. You guys know I have a love for horror. Serial killers is one of my like my least known niches, but something I do have some knowledge in. Like I'm more of the fantasy loving than the true crime serial killer type. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I would rather listen to like SCP podcasts and sci-fi and horror podcasts. Like just fantasy horror or cryptid horror rather than like serial killer horror type of stuff, you know? That's where my horror really lies. I love the fantasy horror type or the sci-fi. Oh, sci-fi horror is always so good. Like Aliens. Aliens is one of my favorite movies. So good. So good. Freddy Five Night Lore. Yeah. I blame MatPat. Like, I thought Five Nights at Freddy's when it first came out was like, oh, it's cool, kind of creepy game, let's go. And then fucking MatPat got in with the Five Nights at Freddy's lore shit, and I'm like, whew, let's go. I am now in the rabbit hole, and I have been ever since. And it's fascinating. F to MatPat. I miss MatPat. Like, I like the new hosts of the theory channels now. I really do. But I miss MatPat. I won't lie, I miss MatPat. But it's fine. It's fine. Like, the new hosts are doing a really good job. And MatPat gets to focus on other projects now, and his family. I mean, the man is in his late 30s. It's about time he like focuses on his family too, you know? Like, I was surprised to learn that he was in his mid-30s. I thought he was like close to my age, like, you know, like my age or a little old, like slightly older, but no, he's like almost 40, and I'm like, bro, you should have retired a while ago. You should have retired when you had your son, bro. You like first off, his kid is adorable. Adorable. I just want to pinch his cheeks and cuteness aggression. He's so cute. He does have a kid. He has a son named Ollie. Very cute. He's like 5 now. He's very cute. Very, very cute kid. I like my biggest happy congratulations to Stephanie and MatPat for having a lovely son. You know, I'm very happy. Damn, I still remember watching this video back in 20. Dude, he's been doing this for like 13 years, longer than 13, like for a long time now. He's 5 from last time I heard. Yeah, he's 5. I know, right? Like, where the hell did the time go? I remember when MatPat posted that he had his son. It was amazing. Like, I miss MatPat, but I'm happy for him at the same time. I'm happy that he got to go out on a high note. You know, I'm happy he got to retire. Well, it's more like a semi-retirement. Like, he's still working with game theory behind the scenes. He's still doing his own projects. You know, he's doing his own thing. But I'm still, like, him retiring as a host. I can't talk today. Him retiring as a host with a high note, a very big high note, which he absolutely deserved, and I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy. I am legitimately very happy for him. And the new hosts, they're doing their job. They're doing a good job. I'm happy for them too. Like, these were people that worked with MatPat for the last few years, really getting involved, and or have worked with him for so long that now that they're getting involved more on camera. It's great. I like it. I'm happy for the evolution, and I'm excited to see what more stuff they're going to be doing. I really am. I'm really happy for them. I stopped watching him before the FNAF stuff, though. That's fair. He's gotten better with his videos throughout the years. He's still entertaining. It was still entertaining to watch. I still go back to a lot of the older episodes just to kind of see how much he's changed and really enjoy the nostalgia of it all. But yeah, it's very sweet. It's very nice. Oh, I didn't even realize we went over time. But you guys, we are just about out of time for today. If you guys are new here, please subscribe. I would love to see more of you in my chat. I love interacting with my chat. I love talking to you guys, even when I'm gaming. Even when I'm gaming, I love talking to you guys. I think I stopped watching him when he shared the channel with that freaky weeb Goomba. Oh, Gaijin Goomba? Yeah, he ended up working for MatPat. I hate his voice. That's fair. There's some voices that I hear that grate on my nerves too. I definitely think that's like some kind of. I think that's definitely part of the autism. Like, some voices just hurt my ears really badly. Like, there's some songs I can't listen to because it's like, as good as it is, I just can't stand the sound of the singer's voice. You know, like, I don't know. I don't have any specific artist that's gonna come to mind when I think about it. But yeah, like something that I just can't listen to. Like, I guess like he had a voice picture type thing. Man, it was like talking like elves. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, I can't listen to no Alvin and the Chipmunks ass talk. Like, I like the movies, but I can't listen to it because I'm like, oh, my ears hurt. They hurt, like almost physically hurts. Okay, I think that might just be the autism. Anyway, and yes, I do. It's not a joke. I do have autism for the new individuals. I'm functioning as best as I can. Okay, but anyway, if you guys are new here, please subscribe. I would love to see more of y'all in my chat. I love talking to my chat. I love getting to know everybody here. I like to think of all of us as friends. So let's all hang out again. Tomorrow I will be playing a game. Which game? I have no idea. Probably more Amori. I've been playing Amori for the last, what, month? 2 months now? So, you have autism? Wasabi, you know that I do. You know I do. But, yes, so tomorrow I might end up playing more Amori, so if you guys want to come stop by and hang out with me while we do it, good stream, have a nice rest of the day. You too, extensive procrastinating. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope to see more of you. I hope you stop by more. It would be lovely to see you again. And yeah, remember guys, hug your friends, tell someone you love them, and be a force for good in the world, because goodness knows the world needs more goodness. I love you guys also very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Mori. Probably Mori. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but most likely a Mori. Alright, take care everyone, I love y'all, and I'll be seeing y'all. Bye!